What's up, YT? It's Andy Brown DT. We are back with another top 10 video. I do want to say before we get into it, I did mess up around the number 2 spot. I do say it down there though, but you will see that. Thank you guys for watching top 10 center fielders today. Let's get right into it. Alrighty guys, so to get started, we got Larry Doby from the 42 pack. I think this card had to make the cut because it's overall a pretty good card. The hitting stats are very good, obviously. As you can see, it's diamond. Contact and power are great, and all the rest of the stats are amazing. However, the fielding stats are all 75 or below, which does really hurt him. Especially being an outfielder, you do want some pretty solid stats. And the final takeaway from this card that really does not make me like it is the speed. He's only at 60 speed and 25 steal, which is really bad for an outfielder. Especially an outfielder like him who's more of a hitter than a fielder. So when you get him on base, you can maybe hit it out, maybe get some doubles, but you're not really going to be able to advance. Coming in at number 9, we have the second half series card from the Kansas City Royals, Johnny Damon. This card is very similar to the last card, except I think the hitting stats are just way better. Obviously the power is not great, but the contacts over 125 is amazing. The rest of the hitting stats are also amazing, which does help him out a lot. Going down to the fielding, it is very bad that he's at bronze for all of them, but I just think the hitting outdoes it. I also don't think his stats compared to the last guy, besides arm strength and accuracy, are really that different, which are some pretty big 2 stats. The final thing that put this card ahead of the last one was the running stats. So this guy's going to get you like base hits, maybe doubles, but he will easily be able to run around the base pass, hopefully get home, score some runs. Coming down to the number 8 spot, this is actually a very solid card. We have the Milestone Series Kenny Lofton. I always play against this card in ranked, and I absolutely despise it. So the card obviously is a great contact hitter, not a great power hitter, but all the hitting stats are absolutely insane. This card is basically just an upgraded version of the last one with the fielding stats because they're diamond as well. The thing I love about it is that it can get you hits, it can play in the field, it can do anything you need it to. And of course, the last part we check is the speed. Absolutely love it on this guy. 98 speed, 99 steal. That's going to get you first to third easily. And I definitely think this card is one of the more solid cards. And this is where it starts to get interesting because there is honestly a ton of amazing center fielder cards in this game. Coming down to the number 7 spot, we have my boy Ronald Acuna from the Atlanta Braves. One thing I like from the card already is that it is a live card and Acuna's having a great season, so this card could even go up higher. However, it is already a 94, so that could be hard. It's pretty similar to the last one. The contacts aren't as good, but the powers just make up for it, and he does have decent enough contact to get the bat on the ball. The rest of the hitting stats are also amazing, almost all of them above 90. And then down to the field stats, absolutely killing it. 96 arm strength, I love that. And then everything else is above a 70. That definitely can get you the job done. And finally, looking at his running stats, not bad overall. The 65 steal isn't great, but the 89 speed I love. This guy can fly around the bases, and you can even maybe get a steal here and there with him. And zooming into the number 6 spot, we got the legend from the Milwaukee Braves, Hank Aaron. This card is by far the best overall card we have seen so far with the hitting and fielding. The contacts are there, the power is there, the rest of the hitting is almost above 90. I absolutely love the hitting on this card. It can take it out, it can put it down, it can do whatever you need it to. And for the fielding, all the stats are above 80. I love that as well. It can play center field great, it can throw people out, it can do what you need it to in the field. Now, the one takeaway from this card is the speed. 67 isn't bad. 44 steal. You're not going to be able to steal with him. But you can sort of get around the bases, not too slowly. But overall, I just think the card's hitting and fielding stats are just way too good for it to not be above the other ones. Going into the top 5, we have the San Francisco Giants legend, Willie Mays. The hitting stats on this card, I love it. Great, especially against righties. You got 97 contact and 85 power. Love that. 77 contact and 89 power against lefties. That's also great. The rest of the hitting stats are at least 70, and I love that. On to the fielding. I think the fielding is the best we've seen by far today. The arm strength, the accuracy, reaction, everything is just great, and it's better than all the other cards. This is the first card that we've had above 80 for everything. Finally, the running stats. The speed does go good with the card, however, the steal does not. But the speed will help you get around the bases, help you out in center field. Overall, I don't think there's any way this card shouldn't be in the top 5. And down to the final 4, we have our first 95 plus overall, Mickey Mantle, who was obviously a legend for the Yankees. This card is insane. It's got diamond hitting and fielding. I absolutely love the hitting stats. The contact and both the powers are both over 100, besides the contact versus righties. The rest of the hitting stats are almost all above 100 as well. Absolutely love the hitting. Definitely a great hitter. In the field, it's also the best fielding card we've seen of the day. 91 arm strength, 81 plus of everything else. It'll get what you need done in center field. I also do love the speed again. 80 speed is great for a center fielder. Fly around the outfield, fly around the bases. If you're looking for a great all-around card, look into Mickey Mantle. Alright, so before we get into the next guy, I want to say, while I was making this, I just realized I made a mistake. I forgot about Grady Sizemore, who's kind of a newer card in the game. He's going to be above these next few guys on the list, but I did forget to include him. We're going to have 2 number 2s. So now coming in at number 3, if you didn't see it last time, 300 club of Steve Finley. This card, obviously looking at it, is amazing. The power is great. You are going to hit nukes with this card. The contact is there, so you can hit it as well. The rest of the hitting stats, I love. They're all at like 80 or better. I think overall the best hitting card we've seen. And down to the fielding, it's also diamond. Everything's a 75 or better. I do wish the arm strength was better, but everything is very good. The rest of the stats are great. And down to the running stats, this makes me happy. 88 speed, 91 steal. Get him on first base. He's going around. But you might not even be on first. You might just be hitting home runs with this guy. And coming down to the first number 2 card. You know, it should be number 3, but I'm a little dumb. We got the April Player of the Month, Byron Buxton. This card is absolutely insane. The powers are only 85 and 94, but I swear this dude just crushes the ball. I don't know how they're even that. They should be way higher. The contacts also don't look as good as the other ones, but I swear this dude just crushes the ball. He can put it down anywhere. He's also great at bunting, which goes along with his speed very good, which we will see shortly. Fielding, you also gotta love this guy. He's got 2 99s in the field, and everything else is 80 or above. Absolutely love him in the field. Absolutely love the hitting. And down to the running, 99 speed. That's probably one of the best additions of this card. You could track stuff down so easily in the outfield. You can lay down bunts and get a lot of infield singles. The card can hit it out. This card is amazing. Another great thing about this card is it is free, kinda. It is kind of free. You do have to do the collection, and it takes a while to get, but it is definitely worth it. And coming down to the true number 2 spot, the most expensive card in the game, the best feeling when you pull this guy in a pack, Mike Trout. Who doesn't know Mike Trout? Hitting stats, do I even need to explain them? Of course, this man's going to have amazing hitting stats, 95 plus contact, 100 plus power. He's going to crush the ball. He's going to hit the ball. He's got great discipline, everything you need in a great hitter. The fielding also, I'm not sure how it's not diamond. Everything's a 80 or better besides the accuracy, and the accuracy still is not bad for it. And looking at the speed, honestly, for Mike Trout, I think the steal should be a little bit higher along with the speed because he does steal a lot in real life. But I guess the speed is still 83, which will get the job done. I just don't like the steal. But overall, the most expensive card in the game. Is it worth it? I don't know, but it is a great overall card. And down to the number 1 spot. I did kind of spoil it earlier. Sorry if you did not see it coming. But we have the 30 for 30 club, Grady Sizemore. Grady Sizemore, I love to see him here. He's my favorite player of all time. I even got a poster of him in my room. But looking at the hitting stats, the contact versus lefties, not great. But the contact versus righties, power versus everyone else, the rest of the hitting stats, I cannot complain about any of them. They're absolutely stellar. The fielding stats is all 82 plus. 2 of them even hit 90. Fielding stats are great. This card is going to lock it down on defense. He's going to hit the ball for you. He's going to do what you want. And, of course, the running stats, 86 speed, 95 steal. He's going to steal bases. He's going to get you some easy doubles. This dude's going to fly around the bases for you. This card is the GOAT center fielder card.